Section 2 of Chapter 7 is about frequency tables and line plots. You are probably going to want to watch this through, and then you may want to come back and look at parts of it as you do your assignment. So first, some vocabulary. An outlier is a data point in a set that is very far away from the rest of the data. So like in the groups we were doing yesterday and the day before, in the second set where it was 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 91, 91 was an outlier. A frequency table is a table that shows how frequently something happens. And a cumulative frequency table shows how frequently something happens and how many times things have happened to that point. And we'll get to that. So first, create a line plot for this data. Okay, so take a look in here. The smallest number is 1, and the biggest number appears to be 8. There are multiple 8s, but we go from 1 to 8, which means I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 on my number line. Luckily, this number line has the right number of spaces. You are not allowed to skip spaces on a number line when you're doing a line plot. Okay, when you do a box and whisker plot, yeah, we jump around. For a line plot, you must have everything, even if some of these won't have any marks on them. Now, there is a single 1 in this table. So above 1, I'm going to put a single X. Now let's find the 2's. There's a 2, there's a 2, there's a 2, there's a 2. I think that's all of them. So there appear to be 4 2's. So above 2, I'm going to put 4 X's. Let's find the 3's. There's a 3, and there's a 3, and there's a 3. I think that's all of them. So above 3, I will put 3 X's. And I'm going to try to make my X's roughly the same size. I don't want to really be jumping around too much. Finding the 4's now. There's a 4, there's another 4, there's a 4, there's a 4, there's a 4. I'm counting 5 4's. So above 4, I'll have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 X's. Okay, now we're going to go find our 5's. So there's a 5, there's a 5, there's a 5, there's a 5, there's a 5. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5's. So above 5, I will put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 X's. And we can pretty easily see at this point, there are only 2 8's left. So over here at 8, I will put 2 X's above it. There are no 6's or 7's, so I don't put anything above them. Now, I do want to check real fast to make sure I got everything. So this table has 20 values in it. It's 5 wide and 4 tall. 4 times 5 is 20. Did we put 20 X's on our number line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We got them all. For this particular grouping, we could say that 6, yeah, that's not 6. That's 8. We could say that those are outliers. Not by much, but they are separated from the rest of the numbers. And meanwhile, we could say there's a gap from between 5 and 8, or that 6 and 7 are a gap, because there's nothing there. Create a frequency and cumulative frequency table. So we'll do frequency first and then cumulative frequency. Hours we already have. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. The frequency, we just have to count these tick marks and rewrite them using regular numbers. So there are 7 marks for 1 hour, there are 11 marks for 2 hours, 4 for 3 hours, and 6 for 4 hours. Now, cumulative frequency means total frequency. So in the first row, frequency and cumulative frequency are the same. In the second row, though, the cumulative frequency, the total frequency, the added frequencies, is actually 18. It's 7 plus 11. In the third row, the cumulative frequency will be the 18 from before plus the 4 that's here now. And in the last row, we'll do 22 plus 6. So to get cumulative frequency, the first row travels, then we add diagonally. Okay, first row travels, and then we add diagonally. So how many of Jill's workouts lasted 2 hours? Now that's an exact question. How many of them were 2 hours? 11. How many of her workouts were 3 hours or less? Well, that means 3 or 2 or 1, which means we need to add up 1, 2, and 3. So we've got to add 7, 11, and 4, except not really, because we've already done it. It's the cumulative frequency on column 3. So the answer to that question is 22. Use this data to make a cumulative frequency table with 4 intervals. So we're not going to make a frequency table here using just numbers, because we go from a low of 3 to a high of 19. So the way we're going to do this is we basically, this goes through a whole lot of steps. I can make this a little bit simpler. The biggest number is 19. We were told to do 4 intervals. 19 does not divide by 4. So move up until we hit a number that is. 20, the next number, of course, does divide by 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So our intervals will have 5 consecutive numbers. So when I say 5 consecutive numbers, I mean the first interval, starting at the lowest number of 3, would be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 would be give me 1 second, I just gotta make this calm down a little bit. It's going to jump around if I don't do this. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are 5 numbers. I know 7 minus 3 is 4, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is 5 numbers. The next interval starts on the next number then. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 5 numbers. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is 5 numbers. And 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 is 5 numbers. Frequency now. So how many numbers in this chart are between 3 and 7? Including 3 and 7. Well, we just got to go find them. No, 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 yes, no, no, yes, no, yes. No, 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 yes, no, 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 no. So there are 4 numbers between 3 and 7. What about between 8 and 12, including 8 and 12? So yes, yes, no, yes, yes, no, 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 yes, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which we can do cumulative frequency right now too. First row travels, second row we add diagonally. 4 plus 6 is 10. Now I need 13, 14, 15, 16s, and 17s. So 15 is in that group. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is a pretty big group in this table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers in this table fall in that group. Whoops, I don't really want to write with the highlighter. Let me switch to my pencil. Which means the cumulative frequency to this point is 17. And then there are 3 in the 18, 19, and bigger group. So we slap a 3 there, and our total cumulative frequency is 20.